Hello, hello, beautiful souls. How are you doing? I hope all's well with you. Beautiful souls. There are people out here that feel like they are the ones that granted you the opportunity. Therefore, when they attempted to take it away from you, you were supposed to be without. Okay? Translation: God, okay? God will allow you to go and meet people, go to places, and God knows that in the long run, it's not going to work out. And while you may have wanted it to work out, again, God knew that this was just another way for you to level up. It was a lesson that needed to be learned. You didn't take an L, you didn't lose. It was a lesson that was learned. Even if some things were taken away, it's still not a loss for you. But the arrogance of so many people is that, let's just say, for example, you had a certain hairdresser. I'll use one of my examples because that's something that happened to me. I had certain hairdressers and I like to be loyal. I like to go to the same person. I don't like to go around town, did this person that I don't like to do that. This particular person was another monitoring spirit. It was extremely jealous of me. Asked me, "Oh, how do you become an influencer? How do you get on camera?" Did it ask me for all this advice. And I know this person for a long time. We even went to church together. And the whole time she was hating on me. And she was exposed because what's in the dark comes to light. I was told all of the nasty things she said about me, and I confronted her. Wasn't in the best light, no, but I was angry because it's like, how do you know me for this long? We even went to church together, and this is the nasty things you have to say about me. But that's why I said that the church is inside of you. We are the building, we are the church. You don't have to go and stand with people because 9 times out of 10, they're fake anyway. Yeah, that's why the world, when they see the church, they like, and I'm supposed to want to go here? Look how y'all act. Look how y'all behave. Look how y'all treat other people. But you're supposed to be the church. That's really weird. But see, this person thought, well, I do her hair. I style her hair the best. She's told me that, which at the time, yes, not anymore. Because see, God knew that there was something for me to learn from that situation, which I did. It's something I also was supposed to teach her, which I did. And then it was off to the next, which I've already replaced her. See, chosen one, when God puts you places, it doesn't matter what that person tries to say or do to you. God puts you in that position. I'll give you another example of like if you're at work and you have a certain job promotion and you have to work with a certain boss and they're nasty, they're negative, they're draining. Negative, they're nasty, they're draining. And mind you, I've been in this position as well. Trust me, several times. I used to fail in the past because I'm not going to lie to you guys. I always keep it real. I used to have extreme, extreme anger issues. And I've literally gone off, well, you could say curse out, every GM I've ever had, every high up I've had, because they thought they could talk down on me or treat me a certain way because they received more money than me. So they thought I was going to be treated as trash in return for a paycheck. Baby, I don't care if you are the president. You have no right, you have no authority to speak to me like I'm garbage on the street. And I don't care how much you're paying me. I don't care if I was getting paid over 7 figures a year. I will leave that job in a heartbeat because my dignity matters more than a paycheck. And God says, I shall supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. God is never going to see me without. I do not have to trade in my respect for money, and neither do you. But see, this is what a lot of people do. Now, fast forward to my spiritual awakening and me becoming more, having more self control. I say I lacked a lot of self control. Now, having more self control, but still, I don't play that. I don't curse out my managers anymore, but it's just more so of I'm gonna give you that look like I know you're not talking to me. That's all you gotta do. They're not talking, no. But see, with these bosses and these managers, what they want from you is they want you to explode. They want you to lose your character so that they can go around and tell the other low vibrational people that probably don't like you at work, look, look how Shannon acted today. Look how Alex acted today. Look how Laura acted today. See, didn't I tell y'all they were like a loose cannon? Didn't I tell you guys they set you up on purpose. I'm gonna do a separate video on that too. They set you up on purpose for that reaction just so they can go and play the blame game, the accuser like the devil. I see what these jobs think is that you need them. These hairdressers, these friendships, these family members, they think that you need them. So they think that when you lose connection, that oh my God, how is life gonna go on? Baby, you're replaceable. You're not Beyonce. You know how Beyonce say to the left, to the left, I'm irreplaceable. For a chosen one, the sky's the limit for us. If we gotta get a new job, we're gonna get a new job. If you gotta get a new hairdresser, you get a new hairdresser. You get a new friendship, you get a new friendship. But these people thought that by their negativity and their nastiness to you and taking away opportunities, that you were going to go flush down the drain like crap, like just flushing you down the drain. Like, oh, well, good luck seeing how your life's going to turn out now that you no longer work here. Now that I'm no longer doing your hair, let's see how let's see how you're gonna get your hair done. Now that you're no longer gonna live here, let's see where you're gonna stay. Now that you're no longer whatever, they felt that their rejection, they felt that their nastiness and their cruelty to you was going to be the end for you. When baby, God is going to put it in all their faces, all these people who have done you wrong, that not only are they going to move on from you, I'm going to upgrade them. God, like, let me upgrade you. That's why God allows a lot of things to go to ruin. You might have really loved that job. You might have really loved that hairdresser. You might have really loved that friend. You might have really loved that partner, that spouse you was with. But it was never meant to be for the long run. It was never meant to be permanent. You had to learn something from it. And if you don't learn the lesson, you're going to repeat it. Well, baby, you learned the lesson. And let me know in the comment section, okay, if I'm wrong. But God upgraded you, didn't he? Even if it might have took you a little longer, God upgraded you. God never is going to just leave you out in the cold and the dust. No. But what I will also say on top of this is your mindset. If you feel like something taken away from you and you feel like it's the end of your life, like you felt like that was your everything, your identity was attached to that job, your identity was attached to that marriage, your identity was attached to that hairdresser, whoever, then yes, when it goes wrong, you're going to go down the drain because you attached your identity to that. And that's not something you blame God for. You got to take accountability for that. That's why God tells you never hold on to anything real tight in this world, not even your own children, because they can turn on you. Of course, we never want that to happen, but it is a possibility in this matrix. Hello? Yes. Attachment. Don't ever attach yourself to anything to the point that if it's taken away, you're going to crumble. And that's my point in this video. That's what they wanted for you. I know there are jobs out here that thought, oh, well, once I let her go or she's going to pop off and go off on me, mind you, they're treating you like crap. They're provoking you. I'm going to let them go and I guess they're just going to be homeless or they're going to be. And God's like, who? On whose watch? Not only is God going to give you something better, he's also going to punish those people for treating you the way that they did. You cannot go around here. I say this in almost every video. I'm sorry if you guys tired of me repeating it, but I'm never going to stop repeating it. You don't get to live a great life after you've treated people like crap. You will always get your karma. Karma will always find you. Okay. God says vengeance is mine. I like to say it all because again, I believe everything is one. Vengeance, karma is all the same to me. Either way, you're not going to like when it gets you. Whatever you want to call it, you're not going to like it. You will reap what you sow. That's another saying. You shall reap what you sow. That's why I don't sow bad seeds. Chosen ones, we don't sow bad seeds. So when people do us wrong, God is going to elevate you. God is going to make sure you're okay. And again, not only are you going to be okay, you're going to thrive. So anybody out here, if you've recently lost anything that has been taken away from you, any type of injustice that has been done to you, understand it's not the end for you. Understand it's not over for you. If anything, this is a new beginning. This is a fresh start for you. Be happy that you are no longer surrounded by fakes, snakes, backstabbers, liars, people that want to talk down you or treat you a certain way because, again, they could get paid higher than you or they have more than you materialistically, financially. None of those things matter because when you go, when you're dead, when you're gone, you can't take none of this with you. You're trying to measure my worth compared to what we have when God only looks at the heart and the soul. That's why no one's better than the next person because it's like, what can you say? The only thing you can really say is how beautiful your soul is. That's what makes you better than the next person. How beautiful your soul is. And blessed for you, chosen one, you've already been blessed out the womb with a beautiful spirit, with the favor of God on it. So you stand strong and you stand tall today and know that you are a winner, you are a warrior, you are victorious. Everything that you do is going to multiply into more blessings. I'm speaking this into your life. You are divinely protected. You are divinely covered. Your finances, your children, your marriage. That's another thing. When it comes to relationships, I'm pretty sure as chosen ones, you've gone through relationship struggles. God will replace that person with someone better. He did it for me. All I had to do was let go and trust him. And it hurt badly. It hurt me so bad because I knew that was going to be my husband. I knew we were going to live happily ever after. Wrong. God said there was a lesson. That's not your final destination. You let go, you trust me. I'm going to show you where your final destination is. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be everything you want and more. And God did just that for me. So take this as a sign today, chosen one, that that rejection that you received, no matter where it came from, it is bringing you to a better direction. It is bringing you to a better direction with more peace, more joy, more love, more understanding. It is never bad news. It is never a bad day. Next time someone thinks that they have your life or your value in your hand by telling you we don't need you anymore, or they betrayed you, like Judas, take it to the chin, take it to the chest, go to God, release your tears, release your frustration, and trust and know that God has better. God never fails. Man may fail you, but God never will. They didn't, they did not take anything. God just moved them out your way. That rejection was protection and a blessing. You are loved. Trust God. I love you so much, beautiful soul. There's always sunshine after the rain. Never forget that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, beautiful souls. I love you all so much. Keep your head held high. Remember who loves you. I love you so much. But remember, God loves you so much more. I'll see you tomorrow.